Good morning, guys. Welcome to this video. So sorry the background is a little bit ugly. There's just all of my stuff piled up in here because I'm starting to pile things up and get them ready to put in here and decorate. So if you didn't watch my last haul, you wouldn't have seen all of this stuff and heard me explain what everything is. But today is a really fun video, something I've never done before, but I think it will be successful. So I'm gonna be taking this painting over here. I'll show it to you in a second. And I don't really like exactly what's on the canvas, but I got it at HomeGoods and it's already a framed canvas, and I'm just gonna be painting something abstract over top of it. So I've seen people do this before and it looked really cute, so I thought I would try it. I think that I'm pretty crafty and that I can figure out how to do it. So I have so many paint samples left over from picking this wall color and this wall color and the outside of the shed. So I have lots of grays and greens and pinks and things that will go really good in here. So I'm gonna be taking all of those and trying to make a piece of abstract art on this canvas. So I'm gonna show you the canvas really quick. So this is what it looks like. It would be so cute if I was doing like a bedroom, like a really peaceful, neutral bedroom. It's a really nice piece of art and it already looks a little bit abstract. It looks like watercolor flowers, but if you get down here, there's actually texture. You can see it's like shiny. So I think that's gonna be really cool when it shows through the new paint that I put on there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it all out of the wrapping and everything, and I'm gonna tape up the edges so you can see it has a gold frame. And I really wanna keep that gold frame because this is actually where it's gonna be going. Sorry, there's a table here, but it's gonna be going right in between these two columns here, which is gonna be bookshelves. So I think that that gold frame will really go well on the green wall. So I'm gonna keep the gold frame, and then I'm about to tape up the edges and see if we can get started on painting a base coat of white to just cover up what's here. And then I will start placing things and figuring out how I wanna do an abstract design. Okay, so I took the wrapping off the corners and now I'm gonna take some before and after pictures, and I'll insert the before pictures right here so you can take a look at what we have, what we're starting with. And then I'm also gonna insert some pictures from Pinterest that are inspiring me and kind of what I want to make the abstract part look like. So I will insert those right now, and then I will insert a picture of what it looks like before I start doing any work to it. Okay, so there is the before picture, and now it is time to tape up the frame so that I don't get any paint on the gold frame.
Which way does the wind blow? Well, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I feel like it's a waste of time to think. Waking by myself, can't wait to place the blame, cause there's nobody else. Don't know what to do to you. I'm staring at my ceiling. I'm trying just to feel something. Feeling like I can win. Wishing.
Okay, it's all taped up. Down there it is. And I'm gonna go look for my paint samples now. Okay, I think I found some of them. Let's see what we have. These are all my green ones and my white ones.
To begin again. Life just ain't the real right now. Living in this quarantine as it's.
Okay, so I just took everything outside. I'm gonna show you all the supplies that I have, but I didn't wanna get anything on the brand new floor in here, so I'm taking it outside and I'm doing it on a drop cloth out there. So I'll show you all the paint and materials that I found and everything. And I also kept some flowers from my garden last year, some eucalyptus, and I saved it and dried it so that I can put it on this canvas and then paint over it, and it'll have a cool texture and it'll be a cool little piece of my garden. And then I also saved a root that I found next to a tree by the shed, and so I'm gonna put the root on there, and it's just a small one, but it'll add some cool texture and just kind of be a nice little piece that has pieces from nature inside of it. So I think that's gonna make it really meaningful, but I'll show you all the stuff that I have, and I'm going to get the flowers and the root really quick. Okay, so I hid my root back here. There it is. So I think this is so cool. And the plan is I'm going to lay it on the canvas, probably glue it somehow and then paint over it, and it'll be really cool texture. So that's what I'm using that for. Now let's go find the flowers. So this one is a trim roller and it already has paint on it, which normally, you know, you would never use that, but I'm thinking that might be cool texture, and so I might use this. And then I got a smaller roller just to roll the base coat on. These two for adding details and colors all around on the painting. I thought I could dip this in paint and get some cool texture, and then another different textured roller. So I have all my rollers and brushes. This is my root that I just told you about. And then over here is my bag of samples. You guys, I don't even want to talk about how much money I've probably spent on paint samples for this place, but it's worth it because all the paint colors are perfect. So I'm going to count these and then let you know how many of them I have. And then this is my base color. So it's actually the color that the board and batten wall is inside, and also the front wall. And so I want to use this as my base color just to tie in everything. It's white, but it's a little bit of a cool toned white. And so I just want this to match the walls. So I figured, why not use the wall color? So that's what this is. And I'm going to start by just rolling out one coat of this wall color and seeing how well it covers. I'm probably going to need 2 or 3 coats, but that's what I'm going to do right now.
Days go by, I think some things are meant to be. With the weight of 24, 7 feels like it's so short. I pray there will be a better.
You guys, I have 31 paint samples. Now I did take 5 of those from inside my house when we painted our kitchen like a really light gray. So I'm not counting those as mine, but I have technically 26 paint samples for this building, which is ridiculous. But I'm about to get started painting the base coat. So I'm gonna put that white layer on the bottom and see how that turns out. Okay, so this is after one coat. It covered pretty well, and I am seriously loving the texture you can see. Do you see those lines? This thing actually has a lot of texture, and I'm loving that. I think it looks really cool. So I hope that when I put a couple more coats, you can still see that texture, but I really like that so far. So I finished a second coat and it really looks fully covered now. I could leave it at a second coat if I wanted to, but I'm probably gonna do a third because right now I'm going to glue the flowers and the root on here. So my plan for doing this is to use super glue to actually put them on there so that they stay. And then I'm going to cover them in tons and tons of Mod Podge. So they're kind of coated and hopefully they can't go anywhere. So once this second coat dries, I'm going to start gluing those on there, and then I'm going to paint white over top of those two just as a base. So we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so what we have so far is I've taken the flowers and the root and I've laid them out where I think it will look good. And so the plan is to super glue them in place and see if they stay. But look how cool this looks. This is my eucalyptus, and I have some baby's breath, and I added the baby's breath to the root here, and it's obviously going to be more flat, and if I have to cut pieces off, I will.
Staring at my ceiling, I'm trying just to feel something, feeling like I can win, wishing to begin again. No, life just ain't the real right now, living in this quarantine as the days go by. I think some things are meant to be. With the weight of 24, 7 feels like it's so short. I pray there will be a better day. There's a place where the skies are blue. There's a place, there's a day where I will see you. And in my day, it's good, and in my day.
Okay guys, I had to come in from the heat for a second, so I'll take you outside and show you what I have so far, but My hands are covered in super glue. That was really hard to glue those flowers and branches and things on there. So I glued them, and then I brushed a lot of Mod Podge on as much as I could around the edges of stuff. And now I'm gonna try and put a coat of white over everything, and we'll see how the texture looks. So this is what we've got so far. It looks pretty good. So I'm gonna try and do a little bit more gluing over here, and then I'm gonna paint a coat on top of it.
We should end it right there. We'll see it all another day. Awaits for you. I'm staring at my ceiling. I'm trying just to feel something. Feeling like I can win. Wishing to begin again. Life just ain't the real right now. Living in this quarantine. As the days go by, I think some things are meant to be. With the weight of 24, feels like it's so short. I pray there will be a better day. No. Going to the place where baby gotta go. There will be a better day.
Yeah. An indiscretion and I start to question everything. Like what? Like when you kiss me on the cheek, what does it mean? Baby sat beside Seinfeld in the 90s. Now I'm looking like Kramer and my Nikes. Yeah, with the heart attack. But you don't attack, you don't call me back. Why is Gen Z always only texting? I miss your voice when you're lying to me. If you could call me up like you used to call me daddy, and I could love you good, yeah, like you used to be my baddie. Leave me horny, but who's counting? Leave me horny, but who's counting? Come on. Give it up right now. 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 A generation saying that's so raven. Please be patient. Tell me what your sun sign's saying. Or could you ever love a Gemini? Could you? Hey, yeah. I try to reason I'm Aquarius rising, but you've.
Okay, so this is the progress. I painted white over this branch, and it came out pretty well. I probably need to do another coat. And then I put more Mod Podge on this side because it just wasn't laying down super well. So then when that dries, I'm gonna put white over that. But I think I'm done for the day. It is really hot out here. So tomorrow I will put more white on top of this, and then I will start painting streaks of color. So I'll insert some more inspiration pictures right here of what I'm going for. And then you can see kind of what my vision for colors is. I want it to be really neutral, but then little pops of green and pink. So we'll see how it turns out. Good morning, guys. It is day 2 of working on this painting, and I'm wearing the same thing because these are my painting clothes. But I have everything in the shed right now just so that it didn't stay outside overnight. So I have to load everything back outside, and it is another really warm day out there. So it's probably gonna be pretty hot to be working on this. But I have to finish it today because this video has to go up tonight. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing some progress along the way, but I'm gonna keep the reveal a surprise just for the people watching this video. So I'm gonna show you what I have so far, and then I'm gonna take everything outside and organize all of my paint and everything again and get started. So this is what I got done yesterday. I got the branches and flowers and everything glued to it, and now I have to just put more white on top of those flowers and things because I want them to look how this looks. It kind of looks like it's just like sticking out of the canvas. And then there's some areas that I need to get in there and put more white paint on. So job number 1 is putting more white paint on top of everything.
Already gonna made up your mind, and your mind's not mine. Like what's mine is yours. Like when you take all the bites when we share a dessert, yeah. If you could call me up like you used to call me daddy, and I could love you good, yeah, like you used to be my baddie. Make me horny, Give it up right now. 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 Please be patient. Tell me what your signs say. Give it up right now. Please be patient. Tell me what your signs say. Give it up right now. Please be patient. Tell me what your signs say.
Okay, so this is what it looks like with all the paint dried over the flowers, all the coats of white that I did. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Mod Podge, put it up in the corner here and comb through it and see if I can get some texture like this picture right here that I used for inspiration. So I wanna get a really thick texture and see if I can get that to dry and then paint over it. Okay, I moved everything into the shade because it is really hot out here today, but I wanted to show you this interesting thing that is happening. So I painted probably 4 coats over this baby's breath, and it should be completely coated in white paint, and this yellow color keeps coming out of all the little buds. So that's really strange, and I'm probably going to put more white, but it keeps happening all over the canvas. And then up here is where I added the texture with the Mod Podge, and I think it looks pretty cool. So now I'm going to put white over that, and then I'm going to get started on the color. Okay, the white looks like it's all dry, so I think it's time to put color on it. I've sorted all my colors and I'm gonna get started painting them.
water under the bridge?
Some of the old songs.
Yes, ma'am.
Memories fade away, wither out, but I can't ignore the ache. Lying deep underground, you must have lost your way. Look around, all we can do now is pray. Make it count. I've lived through water havoc, seen pain you can't imagine. These days you take for granted. We fought out so you could have them. This truth you hold for ransom, buried beneath the static. No doubt the heart is damaged. Light is cold and love is tragic. Yeah, love is tragic. We wait up for the dawn, through the night, though our better days are gone. Made our peace, said goodbye, 'cause the further we carry on, through the fight, the stronger that we become. I've lived through water havoc, seen pain you can't imagine. These days you take for granted. We fought ours so you could have them. This truth you hold for ransom, buried beneath the static. No doubt the heart is damaged. Light is cold and love is tragic. Ooh, yeah, love is tragic. Oh, no. Ooh, love is tragic. Love is tragic.
You pick the time, I'll pick the place. 'Cause baby, I know that you're the one. If you got the will, I got the way. Until your heart is won. And now I can feel the tension building, but it'll be alright. If you and I could simply try tonight. We've come too far to throw away all the memories
guys, it is done. My hands look crazy because I just finished painting, but I just want to show it to you guys. It's back here, so let me flip the camera around and show you everything that I did to it. So I added a bunch of different paint samples, and there's a lot going on in it, but I really love how it looks against the green wall. So a lot of the green samples are in there. Actually, I used every sample at least once. So I have samples from the outside color, the inside colors, the main walls in here, and you can see the texture of the branches and flowers in there. So I think it looks so cool, super abstract. Here's what it looks like from a distance. I still have to untape the outside, but I'm gonna let it dry for a while. I'm actually gonna lay it out flat so I don't have any drips going on or anything, but I really, really love it. I'm gonna just lay it out to dry and edit this video now. So I have no idea what time tonight this video is gonna go up. It's like 7 o'clock right now. I haven't eaten or anything, so I have to edit this video and get it up tonight. But thank you so much for watching. This was so much fun to do. I know it's outside of the normal videos I've been making about the shed, but this piece was something I was so excited to just make for myself because I've been buying a lot of pieces from Etsy and things like that. But I knew that if I created the piece of art for the middle of the bookshelves, that then it would be perfect and be exactly what I wanted. So this was so much fun getting to paint again and do something artistic just for myself because I haven't done that in a really, really long time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, stick around. We've only got 2 or 3 more videos until the big reveal. I got the big decor piece to go over the couch. It came in the mail today. So everything is really coming along and the bookshelf is almost done. So once we get that, it will be move-in time. So thank you so much for sticking around and I hope you continue to follow along on the journey. So please subscribe, don't forget to do that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.